A full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel, and they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A run for Nick Chubb. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stones. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending, because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's take over a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Big 13.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. The 40, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A handoff running left is Gibson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and 7. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. A give running right, Gibson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosa's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Burrow's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Touchdown, Browns! DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. Gibson down right around the 25. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run with Pearman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
At the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Now it's Burrow. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, Charles, you have to be impressed with how Terry McLaurin has quickly become one of the better receivers in the NFL, and this is all effort here.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes this Washington 27, Browns 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
11 mighty, 11 Don.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Check 26.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running for it. Here's Chubb. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, and I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Washington on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man, finds Gibson. Pushes him aside at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and goal from inside the 5. One more time with Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear, trying to talk him into going for it right here.
So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosas' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be some...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. A final shot now for Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
I ain't going nowhere.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.